Hello ladies and gents, Azakai here, bringing to you another video of the English version of Naruto Online, published by Oasis Games. We're looking at the Naruto 3.0 update, which is coming on the 27th of July, which will be the same day that I'm publishing this anyway. This page was released a while ago, but making mention it now since the update is coming. Let's have a look. We have group summon for the first. Group summon instances are now divided in 3 stages. During this stage, a few creatures will appear to attack you. Defeat all creatures to advance to the second stage. If players are unable to defeat all creatures from the first stage, players will automatically enter the second stage 10 minutes after the first stage of the instance started. Defeat creatures to get special items. These items can be used to enhance your units during the summon capture instance. These items will automatically lose their effect after the summon capture instance end. Dropped items can be divided in 3 types: self-enhancement item, summoning weakening item, barrier releasing item. In the first stage, a countdown will inform on how many minutes are left until the summon appears. 3 icons concerning the buff can be used during summon capture will also be displayed in the middle of the screen. It will probably be above the mystery bar. Buff rules. When a player clicks on one buff icon, the corresponding item will be used in order to activate a layer of that buff. If the player does not have the corresponding items, the player will automatically be informed that he/she does not have the necessary items. If the player has stacked up all layers of a given buff to its maximum, the player will automatically be informed that he/she already stacked up the maximum number of layers possible for that buff. Well, this makes it seem like you could probably stack buffs. But we'll have to wait and see. Experiment, try it. After entering the second stage, the summon will appear in a given location of the summon capture instance. Summons can be simultaneously attacked by different players. After the summon's life points reach a certain value, the third stage will start. After entering the third stage, different creatures of different difficulties will appear. Furthermore, these creatures will attack players who are roaming around the area. Defeat the summon to end the last stage of the summon capture instance. Battlefield commanders. Once the summon instance starts, the battlefield commander will be waiting at the revival point. The battlefield commander will inform you on how many items you have gathered and their effects. Buffs that the battlefield commander can issue is recover 100 chakra points at the beginning of each round using the chakra factor buff, immune to debuffs and bad status using the immunity buff, increase water resistance using the water resist buff. Okay, moving on to Sage World Battlefield. Changes. It's good if there's a good change to Sage World Battlefield, but I'm going to hate anything that they're going to do. After Sage World Battlefield opens, 10 minutes are given for registration in this event. Once the battlefield for Sage World Battlefield officially starts, players are given 5 minutes to enter the battlefield, otherwise they will unable to do so. Players will be placed in the field in accordance to their status. Prepare your kunais and explosive runes and enter the battlefield. After entering the battlefield, 2 minutes will be given for the players to prepare themselves. This means that players still have a chance to adjust their lineup. PvP battles start after these 2 minutes. Players can win points for each one-on-one battle won. The more winning streaks, the more points players can earn for winning battles. Losing a battle also earns a player some points. This specific value is related to the number of players who defeated your opponents. Players who suffer 3 consecutive defeats can be killed by the opponent. Players who manage 3 winning streaks can claim extra rewards by the end of the event. These rewards are related to the number of winning streaks your opponents managed during Sage World Battlefield. The maximum points that can be obtained are 600. A player's starting rage value is 0. However, every time a player suffers a defeat, their rage value will increase by 1. The limit of rage is 4. Players only need to be victorious against a player to have their rage value back to 0. Players' attack and ninjutsu will be increased by 5% for every value of 1 added to the base rage value of 0. This is more like it. Rage 0, you get 0%. Rage 1, you get 5%. Rage 2, you get 10%. Rage 3, you get 15%. Rage 4, you get 20%. Kinda evening out. All players participating in the battlefield can earn rewards in accordance to their points during Sage World Battlefield. All players from participating in a field which won the event will receive rewards. Players who have an outstanding performance also have chances of obtaining more rewards by being the star of the battlefield and by being outstanding during Sage World Battlefield. This is more like it. Everyone has a chance of reward, not restricted, but you still have the top reward people, like, basically, you just need to get a 3 winning streak, you get some rewards. Meaning a lot of people can get it. More than 3 per field. If it's still 3 per field, but if it's still 3 per field. Sorry, if it's still 3 fields. But yeah, this is probably a good change for Sage World Battlefield, but the rewards are still questionable. We will have to see, but this is looking good. It is very, how to say, this is the kind of change that everyone wanted. Whether or not it's going to be the best change will be up to the community, but I believe this is a great exchange for the events. From what the old Sage World Battlefield was to the cross-server Sage World Battlefield to this Sage World Battlefield. We have strong approaching. Changes to strong approaching, anyway. Strong approaching and group instance functions were merged. Yay! I mean, like, no one does group instances anymore, so, I mean, my team hasn't done any team group instances in ages. All related rewards will all be transferred to strong approaching. After the new adjustment, strong approaching will only consume 10 stamina points to challenge any of its difficulties. Create the best lineup and participate in strong approaching in a team of 3 up to 3 players. You can now obtain group contributions and group victories from clearing instances from strong approaching. The more members your team consists of, the more rewards you will get for clearing a strong approaching instance. You can get extra attempts by get extra attempts by creating teams of up to 3 who belong to the same group as the one you are in. Participants in a team with members of your group to get extra group contributions, group victories, and even summon chakra packs. Okay. Okay, this looks good. So, normal, single, 60 group victories, 30 group contribution. Normal, teams of 2, 80 group victories, 40 group contributions. Teams of 3, 100 group victories and 50 group contribution. That's only for the normal difficulty. For hard difficulty, you get 120 group victories, 60 group contributions. For teams of 2, you get 140 group victories and 70 group contributions. For teams of 3, you get 160 group victories and 80 group contributions. And that's for the hard difficulty. For extreme difficulty, you get 100. For single, you get 180 group victories, 90 group contributions. For teams of 2, you get 200 group victories and 100 group contributions. For teams of 3, you get 220 group victories and 110 group contributions. By using this weekly attempt by clearing an instance in any difficulty using a team consisting of group members only, an extra reward of 100 group victories, 50 group contributions, and 5 summon chakra packs will be given. Meaning that, okay, I think what it means is that on top of getting an extra attempt, you get an extra reward. That's what I think it is saying. Whether or not that's true, we'll have to see once we get in game. Ninetale Invasion. Anyone that's played the before pre 2.0 will know that the changes to Ninetale Invasion was I mean, I liked it. I liked sitting there bashing at the Ninetales for 40 minutes because to me at that time trying to kill the Ninetale with my group, with the people on the server, was amazing. Also, the rewards were amazing. I mean, back in the day, I used to get 3 million coins, but now it's like 500k. Like one sixth of the rewards for basically the same amount of damage. No, it's not the same amount of damage because it's 40 minutes. I would rack up so much damage against the Ninetales. Anyway, continuing on with the 3.0 update for Naruto Online, Ninetale Invasion timed event will be updated and improved. Later on, after players cause a given amount of damage, I believe that's just bad English, not bad English, it makes sense. Given damage to the Ninetales, masked man Obito will appear. Watch out, for he wants to completely annihilate Konoha to get his revenge. Masked man will only appear once each time players participate in a Ninetale Invasion time event. Will only appear once each time players participate in a Ninetale Invasion timed event. Meaning that he can only appear once in the Ninetale Invasion event. Defeat the Masked Man Obito to get a layer of Hokage support buff and treasure maps. Hokage support buff, treasure maps, and 5k coin. The Hokage support can be used against the Ninetales. Yay! Free Hokage support. That's free, basically. Ninja bondings. Meet a total of 12 new ninjas at your home. Players can now invite Conan, Sasori, Asuma, Ino, Killer Bee, Hanzo Salamander, Pain Ingendo, Guy, Neji, Kiba, Shino, and Kurenai. Amazing, right? Not really. A new button to chat / with everyone will also be added to Ninja Bonding. Even more ninjas will be added later on. Ninjas whom you have not chatted to with during a given day will have a exclamation mark displayed on the top of their head, so that it will become easier for players to identify these ninjas. If you are far away from the ninja with whom you wish to chat with, you can now directly teleport to the ninja's location. All good changes. The level cap has been increased. Players can now reach level 95 and all their units. 21. So, we're probably looking at 7 new elite instances and chapter 10, which would probably include 9, not 9, 3 times 15, sorry. So it'll be 15 battle point, so 15 new plot instances, 7 elite instances by the looks of it. Summon interface. The summon interface got revamped. Have a quick look at what will be available. New artwork for all summons will also add. All summons was also added. I think everyone asked for this, but like clothings, all clothings already added to the game will now be displayed as you battle your foes. Have a quick look at their in-battle design. Yay! I mean, like, what's the point of clothing your main if he still looks like crap? Mangatamas and runestones. A new button will be added to be set in one click all Mangatamas. Players will also find this new button in the runestone interface. Players can now quickly beset their Mangatamas and runestones. Power gift packs. New power gift packs have been added to the benefit holes. Players can now claim new power gift packs when they reach a power level of 20,000, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, 70,000. Get a power level of 70,000 to claim the Eternal Benefit clothing. Eternal Belief clothing. Blah. 2 new channels were added to the chat system. System and Team. I think Team already exists. Some of the previous channels also suffered some changes and were merged into a new channel, Camp. Okay. Red Chakra will be added to the Exchange Chakra system. Yay! Because, like, why would you spend your chakra points on yellows when the top is reds? The sweep function has been added to the rice field interface. You can now easily get your coin and experience for your units. Rich field has never been better. Yes! Rich field cooldown has been removed. For your free-to-play players, that 10-minute wait was annoying as hell. Players can now continuously challenge or sweep through rich fields. Fukumuramaru awaits you. Treasure maps, wanted missions. Players can now auto-explore in the treasury interface. A log concerning all treasure found. Players will be added to the treasury interface. A new retreat button will be added, however only captain of a team can choose this option. Players battling their way through... rescue the Jinchuriki. A new retreat button will be added, however, only captains of a team can choose this option. Reconnect functions. Players battling their way through fighting Matsuri Challenge who suffer from disconnection problems can now simply refresh Naruto Online and automatically re-enter the fight they were taking part in. This is a well-needed change. Simply disconnecting and instantly losing was unfortunate to anyone that suffered bad internet. This change, where they go into auto and re-enter the fight, it's probably always needed. Like, everyone needs that. Like, any PvP stuff, where they disconnect, it needs to go on auto and they come back. And they can come back. Great Ninja War. Restrictions to participate in the Great Ninja War have been adjusted. Now, players who leave their group will only be able to take part in Great Ninja War 7 days after leaving their previous group. Um, I think that's an increase. I'm not sure. I don't think there's any changes from that one, the Great Ninja War. Anyway, that's everything for the Naruto Online 3.0 update. Uh, Everything looks good. Change is always good. Um, on the forums, it said there will be changes to ninjas and mains. We'll have to see and check them. Check everything once we get back in game. But I'm looking forward to. Looking forward for everything that 3.0 has to offer. I am Azukai, and you're gonna have a nice day.